guys, this is Miriam at High Life Auto. I am out doing a virtual test drive on a 2008 Saturn Aura. If you've never been on my test drives before, the way it works is I drive the vehicle on video and I tell you what I see, hear, think, smell, and feel to give you the best indication of being in the driver's seat without actually being in the driver's seat. I'm not a mechanic and this is not meant to be a 182-point inspection. Rather, this is meant to be a sneak peek into how the vehicle drives and any potential issues I notice as we're going along. So we'll take a look around the vehicle, we'll take a look under the hood, and then we'll go for a drive. Let's see. First thing I notice is that the power locks, at least on this side, don't seem to work. Let me check the other side. Okay, so they work on the passenger side. So this switch, let me show you right here, this switch just doesn't do anything. But the power locks, they do work from the passenger side. All right, here is the outside of the car. Pretty decent looking, just black steel wheels, but it kind of gives the look of the whole blackout thing that's popular now. Tires are probably about 30%. Not great, but they're not the worst I've ever seen. Back tires are better, probably 45% would be my guess. Let's get this look in the back right here. You can see the interior is dirty, so it could use a good cleaning. And if you're local, I've got a great guy here in town who does an awesome job, and he's much cheaper than bigger cities. So he's who I took my mom to. He's who I get my stuff done to. He does a really good job if that's kind of something that you want. Me, I don't detail my cars because I got 3 kids and it's pointless. That's kind of the way that I feel, but I don't really see any body issues. I don't see any rust or anything like that. But maybe right here, I don't even know if you can see that. Let's check this door. Nope, door opens just fine. I don't know what that is. Maybe just a little rubbing of something. Right here, you can see a dent right here, and then the headlight assembly is cracked right there. And then right down here, just that little valence is cracked, like they ran over a parking bumper. I don't think I popped the hood. You can see right here, there's a crack on the windshield. So if you're in a state where that's an issue, make sure to be aware of that. Let's find the hood release. There it is. And we'll take a look under the hood. So for those of you who aren't familiar with Saturn, the Saturn Aura is pretty much the same thing as the Chevy Malibu or the Chevy Impala. Same car, same motor, and all of that, different name on it. So here is under the hood. It looks like most everything is covered up, but it sounds quiet. It sounds like it's running the way it should. I don't see any glaring problems. Oh, here's what is that called? A mirror. Mirror's gone. Legally, you have to have one mirror that you can see out of, but I know everybody wants all their mirrors. I get it. I'm going to get my seatbelt on. You can see here the radio works. I've got that on. It does smell good in here, so I know that it needs cleaned, but it doesn't smell raunchy anyways. Alright, radio works. We're going to turn on the heat. Ooh, and it smells even better when you turn the heat on because it's blowing out. I know that's silly. Okay. Heat works really well. It's already blowing out hot, and I'm at about quarter operating temperature. I'm going to turn it on to cold. Let's see if there's, air conditioning. Okay. And we're blowing out cold air, so it's likely your air conditioning works. I tell everybody that it's pretty impossible to test your air conditioning in the winter because it's blowing air from outside, and since it's like 60 degrees outside, it's blowing air from outside. But at least it's not blowing hot, so there's a very good chance that the air works. Passenger side window works. Rear passenger side window works. It looks like they've got a tint on them. Rear driver's side window works, and then the driver's side window, it works. And then we do have a sunroof, which it works as well. And one thing to always check with sunroofs is just look for any water damage around them. And I don't see any. So it doesn't look like there's any leaking issues with the sunroof. So I don't know if that camera did what I wanted it to do or not. But, and I forgot my rear view mirror camera holder in the last car I did. So we're just gonna hold this up as we drive. If I remember correctly from when I drove this up at the auction, this does have a wheel bearing noise, which is super common on Impalas and Malibus, and then, you know, same way with ours, since they are the same as the Impalas and stuff. So it does have a wheel bearing noise, and it will need replaced. We just don't have access to. We've got 3 mechanics in town that we kind of rotate our things through, our most important things. And right now 2 of them are booked up with things we've got what we've got in there. And so we just don't have the mechanical ability or the mechanical contacts to do it. So it's something that you will want fixed. And you should be able to hear it in the video. You'll hear like a it's just a loud rubbing noise, and that's your wheel bearing. Both of your turn signals work. Your windshield wipers work. It is driving smooth other than that wheel bearing noise. I don't hear any other suspension issues. I don't hear any rattling or anything from shocks or struts. This does say it needs an oil change. It says the oil life is at 0%. Down here we've got 148,000 miles on the car. Fuel range low. It's kind of low, but I'll probably go get some gas in it when I'm done with this test drive. And then there's nothing else really on there. Your brakes are good. There's no grinding or vibration or anything like that. Really, so with this car, outside of your cosmetics, I mean, it is going to have some cosmetic things, and if you can handle that, then it seems to be a good running car. And outside of your cosmetics, there's the wheel bearing, and maybe the power lock switch on this side if you want to bother with it. This does have a key fob, and I haven't tried it yet, but so if the power locks work, then it could be worked from either the passenger side or the key fob. And I'm gonna go get some fuel in this, but otherwise it seems to run and drive all right. You just do need to plan on replacing that wheel bearing. You can get them online for probably less than $50. You can get them in a parts store for probably $100 to $150, and then it'll take about an hour to replace. So depending on where your mechanic is, whether you've got your brother doing it for free or whether you take it to a dealership and get it done for $120 an hour, just kind of plan for that expense in the cost of the car. And if there's things I've missed, feel free to send me a message. You can send me a message on Facebook, but really the quickest way to get an answer is my cell phone. Text me and I can get back to you about any questions you have. My phone number is 309-267-7200, and I'll see what answers I can find for you. Like I said, I'm going to go put some fuel in this so that when you come in to test drive it, it will have fuel, and we'll go from there. So if you have any questions, shout out to me, and I'll see what I can do for you. Thanks, guys.